You know, I'm lucky. There's a couple 100,000 lawyers in California, and for David McMillan and Cindy Martin to choose me to help them, it's a real honor because in 23 years I met a lot of people. I'm a trial lawyer in California, and so my job is obviously to communicate the needs of the client and to make sure they're understood by a jury. And when I came across Dave and Cindy, they're a different kind of people. They're filled with integrity. They offer finally something that I haven't seen in the timeshare industry, and that's what's so special, is a way to resolve your timeshare interests. And they're good people. And from an attorney standpoint, we don't always get to choose our clients. And in this situation, I feel lucky to have been chosen by them. The biggest difficulty I think that timeshare owners have is these contracts. I mean, these are pages and pages and pages of single-spaced fine print that nobody in their right mind is going to read, let alone a lawyer. These contracts, as we were talking, they're very, very egregious. There's no way you would know unless you had been exposed to it in terms of rules of perpetuity, powers of attorney, lien clauses, judgments, default judgments. These are legal terms of art that you can't be expected to have any experience with or know about unless you've been exposed to it. One of the most embarrassing things for me as the attorney for Timeshare Relief is having to have acknowledged to them that I was actually a timeshare owner and had gone through that sales pitch and couldn't say no. And it wasn't until after we got the contract, after we signed and committed, that I started to read the terms and conditions. And as I'm sure your timeshare ownership booklet and contract says, just like most do, it's basically in perpetuity, which means these fees are going to go on forever. And you don't know that going in. It's impossible for you to know that going in. And it's not till afterwards, when you're not using the timeshare, that you're paying these fees annually, these maintenance expenses, the taxes. That's when you start to question, what can you do to get out? If you did need a way to get out of your timeshare, the way to do it is to get your name off of a deed. And I can attest to you that Timeshare Relief, Dave McMillan, Cindy Martin, are the two kinds of people that I recommend highly for that kind of endeavor.